So here we are on Xbox. This is my Xbox. So I learned how to stream from my Xbox through my PC to my Twitch and YouTube without a capture card. I do not have a capture card on my PC, or I don't have an external capture thing or anything. I'm just going through my local internet, or not internet, my local network. I have a switch that also switches, so it gives my Xbox and my PC both internet, um, and also we'll connect them together, obviously, because I'm streaming the video of the Xbox through my PC using the Xbox Companion app on the Windows 10, and the controller is connected to the Xbox. You can see. So I don't have to have the controls going through the PC, just the video and the audio. Actually, yeah, you can hear that tick, right? We'll find out, because we're going to go into here. This is what I want to do, because the console version of Star Trek Online is so much better, in my opinion. It's so much better than the PC version. They made it quite a few years later for the Xbox and PlayStation 4. You playing on an Xbox One X. The fact that it's an X isn't going to make, I don't think it's going to make any difference for this game, because the graphics are not spectacular or anything like that, where it's going to be enhanced or anything like that. So it's going to play the same on whatever console you have. But I advise, if you do play this game, that you do play it on console if you have a console. I have not tried using a mouse on the console and mouse and keyboard. They might allow, I don't know if this game does or not. Some games do allow you to hook it up to your Xbox, a mouse and keyboard, and play it. But I don't know if Star Trek Online does. So keep that in mind. You have to use a controller, and it took me getting used to. It's still kind of awkward for me playing, especially because I only can play with one hand. I can use the thumb to do the left stick on the controller, but that's about all the use I have for my left hand. So most of the controls I do are done with my right hand. So I thought I would give it a try today, streaming and everything. This is my first time streaming from my Xbox, my Twitch, and my YouTube. Now I want to verify that everything's fine. So let's look on YouTube here. It looks fine. Let's see if the sound is good. Yeah. Okay. See if the sound is good. Okay, so now I have the, I verified it, I have the sound from the game, as well as my ugly voice gabbing about it on YouTube anyway. I'm sure it's the same. Going through Streamlabs to both of them, so. The way Streamlabs does multi-streaming, it's going through Streamlabs servers to the okay, looking good. Oh, engage. So I'm actually going to make a new character. I made this one, but I'm actually going to delete him. STO. Okay. Boom. Oh. Boom. There he is. He's gone. All right. So now I already have on Xbox. I played this quite a bit in the past, and I got 65s for Klingon. I have a Starfleet and a Dominion, and those are all science officers. There's a Klingon tactical officer and a what do you call it? Romulan, even though he's a Borg, he's a Romulan. Science officer. And then this guy, I didn't get to 65 yet. He is a Dominion engineer. And this one's a Dominion. Oh, there it goes. Tactical. So I have one of each of the Dominion. And he's also a science officer. And he is a Romulan engineer. So I don't have a Romulan tactical. I only have Starfleet science officer. So I'm going to go all the ones with the flashy thing on it. It's slow loading, sorry. It's not because I'm buying the way I'm streaming or anything. It's the way the game loads the assets from the hard drive, I guess. So all the ones with the spinny flashy thing are the ones on the Delta Recruit thing right now. Which is why I want to make the characters now for Xbox, because they had that going. And that is the way to play. So, I'm gonna go Starfleet on this this playthrough. So we're gonna do that. These are all of my options. I want to make a male character because I am a dude and I want a dude character. Humans are boring, and I don't really want to play all those. Betazoid actually has some good traits that you can do. Having to do with telepathy. As does probably the best is this one. Liberated board, but I think you have to unlock it with real money, with Zen or something in this game. If I recall. I might have got it like a because I have lifetime on this account on the Xbox. Alien is actually the best one to do because you can not only make it look however you want. You also get an extra slot for traits. So you can have actually one more trait than everybody else, instead of having racial traits. But I like the Vulcan, because I'm kind of logical like that. Alright. Pick him, and then... So now my other characters are science officers because I found on the ground the science abilities you get are very powerful. But in space, I really like the engineer. And he doesn't do too bad on the ground too, so I'm going to do that. Some people like tactical, I do not. I like survivability, and the engineer, as it says on the description on the right there, you support your ship and crew by increasing their survivability and using improved technology to outlast and outmaneuver opponents. So you don't have like boosts to do a lot more damage or anything like that, like you would on as a tactical. You don't have special damaging abilities like a science officer does, but you do have things that will boost your ship to survive, and on the ground too. And I like that kind of play style. So that's what we're gonna do. Pick that one. So we got okay, so I'm just going to do one of the presets rather than trying to kind of like that one. It looks like a evil genius type though. I think it's because of the beard. Give him a tan. Alright, I'll go with that one. Select that. There's always a pause when you do something like that. We don't need to do anything here because that just lets you change your hairstyle, and I just want to have him have a traditional look and hairstyle, which is what he's got. So we'll stay with that. Close 7, I call it. Sorry, it's got a the way the So he's 6'1", and he's in the thoughtful stance, which has, excuse me. Thoughtful. The stance is his idle stance. So if you just have him not doing anything for a while, he'll stand there like that, with his hands behind his back, like a Vulcan, right? So we're gonna leave that. The uniform, I don't know what uniform he's wearing right now, and it doesn't say what they are on here. But I like the this one here. The that's the original series. This is like some additional stuff that the game has from stories. I don't know, but this one is next generation, so I'm gonna pick that. I like that style. This is not next generation TV series though. I think this is from the I think it's from the motion picture next generation one. You can go into advanced and you can get specific on what you pick for the pants and the shirt and the boots and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna bother because we're gonna change them anyway as we level up. So here we can go pick a name: Simuk, Tourette, Solpal, Kef, Taplel, Vorak. Spock was my friend. I'm Vorak. Vorak sounds too Klingon. Chesson, Amoth, Solvit, Limol, Sirat. Alright, Sirat sounds good. And the ship that we're starting with, who cares? Doesn't really matter. Katrina, Cleveland, Chester. A lot of the names that they have for Starfleet are American names, which is it's supposed to be like the planet. Although I think they do have some names from other cultures. Anyway, so we're the Chester. Sounds fine. This is our starting ship anyway. And here we go. We are starting. Because the Delta Recruit mini-event is active, you may not skip the tutorial with a new 4409 Federation Starfleet character. Remember that you must acquire the Delta Recruit Tesseract transceiver now, during the event, to be eligible for Delta Recruit rewards. This character will become a Delta Recruit and be eligible for special missions and bonuses. And they're huge bonuses, by the way. So you definitely want to at least make the character now and get to where you get the Tesseract transceiver, which I'll show you when we get to it. So I say, okay, we're going to do that.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long and 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin. The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
My hands? But wait a minute. I'm not the only one. Okay, now this is dope to recruit stuff right here.
This is the time we have pinpointed in your timeline, sir. This is when you go back and give yourself this. You'll know what to say. You've already heard yourself say it. It doesn't matter if it's exactly right. The time stream will work itself out. Just make sure you give yourself this. It's our best hope for the future of the galaxy. You'll return to this exact point in time as soon as you have done what you need to do. The galaxy still needs you, Admiral. Ready?
So that was the future me being told.
Today is graduation day, and you soon will be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of the ship is manned by cadets like yourself. This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to pay attention to a lot of the tutorial type stuff. I'm going to blast through it.
The left stick controls your player movement. The right stick controls your camera.
Like that.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads.
I was
Press A to talk with them.
So they're just having you talk to people so that you get used to how to do that. And
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final. And for good
yeah,
luck.
okay. So you're just basically just saying blah 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 so that you have something to see for dialogue and hear it. And this girl right here is actually going to be one of our officers, I do believe.
Greetings.
She's also a Vulcan. Rusky said you had something to tell me.
It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well within my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer. Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path. Live long and prosper.
Long and prosperous.
Shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective.
So if you watched any of my videos before, or if you played on yourself on PC, you'll see that the UI is different. It is done a little bit different. I think there's options to change the size. So you hit the, I guess the menu button on the controller, is what they call it. The one with the three lines. And that pops this up, and that lets you go into different parts here. You can go into options, and then the HUD. So you have separate HUD settings for ground and space. You can sort the buffs differently. You can the scale of the buffs on you. You can change this how big they show, stuff like that. I do believe. Yeah, so you're telling how you're going to see their names and their light and the reticle when you aim at them. So you got it set to never show your own name and never show your own life. I like to have that set to there. So if we're recently damaged, it'll pop up a health bar above us. Anyway, so you have setting. I thought there was a thing for general UI size, but I don't think so. Huh.
There you are. Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up.
Training assignment from Lieutenant Ferris. So he just tells you to go talk to another dude. And the other dude is going to tell you where to go.
Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you?
This is where I get my training cruise assignment?
Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Name?
Sirat.
Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me.
Is there a
You're
problem?
going to have to ask him.
Okay.
Objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press A to interact with the doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
So that's more tutorial stuff telling us about this flashiness of the door, saying it's an interactable door.
Come.
Okay.
Cadet.
Yes, see me, sir?
Cadet. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program.
I am not a tactical officer, sir. I concentrated on courses for my career track.
I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions.
Did you say senior staff?
I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up.
Your tactical officer, sir? Who is that?
Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday. I'll tell Flores to meet you out in the quad. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
Yes, sir. Saluted. So, after this tutorial here, I will try to stay in character. I'm not real good at that, but we'll attempt it.
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I wanted. Where'd you end up?
Captain Taggart says he wants me on the senior staff, but I have to pass advanced phaser training first.
You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program.
Now you tell me.
Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up.
Okay,
Seems
either
most
way.
of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship.
For the run, you do the, you push in the left stick,
Have you
which
seen
is
the whales in
kind of
San
awkward for me to
Francisco Bay?
do with
I never
my
saw the
left
spot.
hand problem.
I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
To sprint, press and hold the left stick while
Last
moving.
one of the console buys the first round tonight.
She beat me.
Setting up the training program now. I hope Holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck. Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
Press left to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective.
So, on the D-pad, push left. Does that. Or you can just follow her. She does jogging animations, but she's going slow. Pistol from the locker. Okay.
The pistol has been automatically equipped.
Great.
Move to the center of the room.
Okay. So we are in the holodeck program. We are.
Press the right trigger to fire your weapon in combat.
And that is me from the future. Another Delta record. So normally you would have this shooting thing and then you would leave. But because I'm doing the Delta Recruit program thing, we talk to ourselves first. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I am you from the future. And I've come back in time to tell you information you're going to need in the future. I don't quite understand everything myself, but I remember talking to me when I was standing in your shoes, so I knew I had to do this. I see no logic in deception here. What is it you wish to convey to me? Let's get down to business then. There is a war coming. An ancient race known as the Iconians once ruled huge areas of space, including this one. They had the power of gods, technologically far beyond what anyone else had. It took all of the Iconians' enemies rising up against them as one to defeat them. We thought they were extinct. Now we know we were wrong. And they've returned to take back everything that was once theirs. That's where you come in. Why me? What makes me special? Most of Starfleet's officers had no opportunity to gather intelligence on this race, their capabilities, and their possible plans, but I did. Because I went back in time and told myself to do so. Oh, wait. Throughout your career, we will benefit from the knowledge I'll give you today. When the war with the Iconians comes, the galaxy will have a fighting chance, thanks to what you've learned. That's why I've come back, so I will know what to do. Tell me what I need to know. I can't just drop everything on you at once. That could cause a paradox. You'll need to locate all this information yourself. I'll help guide you. Guide me how? Take this. It's a Tesseract communication device. It allows me one-way communication from the future to you. There will be updates through that device as you progress through your career. Check it often. I think I've taken up as much of your time as I can. Flores and Captain Taggart are waiting for you. Thank you.
While in combat, you are now a Delta recruit. You have a unique trait that gives bonus dilithium ore to you and your teammates.
Two people talking to me at once, or the same person twice. Alright, so basically what we got is if you go, oh yeah, you can do it here, in here too, or you can hold A, and that goes to this window. Let's just select inventory, and we have this Tesseract communication receiver, and you use it, and it opens up this window. Which shows all this. Alright, so like if you click rank here, every 10 levels, we're going to get the reward that it shows there. Space weapons, booster pack, space equipment, space console, space ground equipment. So every 10 levels, we're going to get more gear, and it's usually pretty good compared to what we're finding in the game just regularly. Right. Oh, there we go. And the Admiralty mini game. Oh, usually I don't play till after noon, and noon is when I take my pills. So excuse me while I do my duty to my health. And take my blood pressure pills. So every 10 levels of the mini game for Admiralty, you also get a reward. And level 1 and level 5 of doing R&D, which is the crafting. They call the crafting in this game. You will get a reward there. And as you do the episodes, episodes are sets of story missions. So like here, Klingon War, Romulan Mystery, Cardassian Struggle, Borg Advance, New Romulus, Solon Dyson Sphere, Delta Quadrant, Iconian War, Federation Story Arc, half, and then the final half. So once you finish all those, we get all this stuff. A lot of it's gear, money, fleet credits, dilithium ore, 2,500,000 energy credits, which is kind of the in-game currency. When you join a fleet, you get a Delta Recruitment Reward Fleet Project Jumpstart, which gives you some fleet currency that you can use to basically get your points in your fleet. A fleet is a guild in this game. Learn, collect, locate Iconian technology scattered throughout various missions. So as you do those objectives, you get so this is a specific quest. There's things to find in there. You get marks are kind of a not really a currency, but a kind of it's used for doing reputation missions. a reputation mini game. It's got like, anyway, that's what these are. So you get some of that. Hooked at coding technology. When you finish all 9 of the things for that, you will get a temporal negotiator, which gives you cooldowns for your bridge officer abilities will go half. That is a very, very, very powerful device that you can add to your ship. I think that's a ship device, yeah. And this one's a ground device. Restore 50% of max hit points to your team. So it's a AoE heal for your team. And you can resurrect defeated allies and can be used while you're defeated. So I guess you can res yourself, basically. Anyway. That's that. And we're done here. Exit simulation.
Hold Y to holster and draw your weapon.
Okay.
Well done, cadets. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory.
Thank you, Captain. Do you have an assignment for me now?
Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations.
First officer, sir?
Yes. You should be proud of your accomplishments here, cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
Thank you, sir. It will be an honor serving with you. Alright, so we talked to Flores.
First officer, way to go. Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you've always wanted. I
think you should start referring to me as sir.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. May I get you a Ractagino, sir?
Haha, very funny, Flores. I mean, very funny, cadet.
You'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay. Everyone else is waiting there for the ceremonial send-off toast.
Okay. Go. Follow you.
Now hear this. All cadets report to shuttle bay to prepare for departure.
Oh, this way. We'll lift the shuttle bay. I just wanted to see something. So, that's melee? Oh, yeah. Okay.
All the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I know Vulcans don't get nervous, but the rest of us do. And this is our first real assignment. So I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming, something... Okay, just don't scare anyone. This mission could just determine the rest of our careers. No pressure. I'll meet you over there.
Okay. Those big lights. We have everyone's attention. Having been one of your classmates for the past 4 years, I have had ample opportunity to study your reactions in many different situations. As your first officer, it is logical that I use this information to best instruct you on how to carry out your orders. We will operate efficiently and effectively. I ask no more of you than I ask of myself.
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Okay. Okay, this isn't working too well. The row. My assignment on the ship is that of communications officer. The captain expects blah 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 blah. Okay. Zarba. I summoned as acting chief of engineer. All those months of studying is about to pay off. Cadet Razki. I'm slotted as security chief. Not that I expect anything to actually do anything exciting on a training cruise. Little does he know. Alright, Cadet Esther Moss. So you're the one who got first officer? Honestly, I'm kind of relieved. I hear Captain Taggart is a stickler for the rules. Okay. Alright. I'm the acting medical officer if you happen to trip and stub your toe on the benzite 2C. Alright. And Potter. Acting helmsman and Potter reporting for duty. Force and speed. Cute. Alright. Talk to the deck officer. Standing by the shuttle.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
Yep. Let's go.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship.
Little teeny thing.
Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft. Average speed, warp 5 point nothing. She is a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge.
Okay.
I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Here's the shuttle bay of our new ship.
Name and position?
Cadet Surratt, acting first officer.
I have your record right here, sir. Welcome to the ship.
Where is the captain?
Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge. Use the turbo lift behind me. It will take you directly there.
Okay. I shall do that. Sir?
Welcome to the bridge, number 1.
Number 1?
Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number 1, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors, then disable the tractor moorings.
Okay. Devrel, get clearance from traffic control for the Chester to the entry.
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Very good, number 1.
Flores, send the signal to close the shuttle bay doors.
Shuttle bay doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number 1.
Potter, wait for me to disable the tractor moorings. Okay.
Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse.
Captain, may I remind you that Starfleet regulations specify thrusters only while in the vicinity of space dock.
Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number one. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
To sit, press A while targeting the chair you wish to sit in.
Okay, first officer's chair.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
First voyage
Captain,
as a...
I am picking up a distress call from the SS Break-Even. Audio only.
Let's hear it, Tavrel.
This is the break-even. Can you hear me? So our warp core is failing? We could really use some help here.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, sensors can't read anything in the vicinity of the break-even.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, Tavrel. Number one, let's discuss the situation.
Hmm.
You heard the distress call, number one. What do you think we should do?
Is this a test, sir? Part of the training cruise?
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
It's strange that the transmission was audio only. A warp core emergency shouldn't affect communications.
Good. What do you advise?
Scanning for an hour. No. Yeah, well, the first option, I think. Shields up, sir. Better safe than sorry.
Raising the shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution. I agree. Flores, raise shields. Number one, get down to the transporter room. You'll oversee the rescue effort from there.
Okay. I shall do so. The break-even should be in range. Give me an update.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now. Hang-ons!
This vessel is now property of Captain Kadek of the IKS Chalk.
What happened to Rock?
Stop! Security is reporting disruptor fire in the transporter room, and Klingon transporter signatures are showing up all over the ship. They're boarding us.
What can I do to help?
The command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself, and any security team members you find.
What about the enemy ship, sir?
We still have weapons. I'll do what I can. For now, I need you to concentrate on getting those Klingons off my ship. Taggart out.
Yes, sir. Actually, still have a phaser from before.
Go to the armory locker in this room and interact with it to get a better weapon. You need to equip your phaser rifle. To do so, press the menu button and select the captain option under the ship and crew heading.
Captain option.
can see your equipped items and devices. Select any item slot for your captain, and the equip window will show all available items that can be used in that slot. Select the item in the list you wish to equip. If you are in a map with bank access, you will be able to access items from your bank. You can also view your ship's equipment, as well as the equipment being used by your bridge officers.
Okay. Now we can switch. Find the security cadets. Yeah, he didn't fare so well. Repel Klingon borders. Uh-oh. We have a hull breach. But the computer put up a force field, so we're safe. Ish.
An object has dropped for you. Move near the item and it will be automatically added to your inventory. You have recovered a hypo spray. You can use this to quickly heal any damage you may have suffered.
Yeah. Don't need that. Okay. Just continue through here, I guess.
Number one, we're doing our best to cripple this Klingon marauder, but I need your help. Time to show off that academy training.
So now, depending on what career path you chose, you get different duties to do at this point. I can improve the ship's structural integrity field.
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available. Press the right stick to crouch. Crouching gives a defensive bonus against ranged attacks that increases damage from melee attacks.
This game kind of uses a hybrid FPS slash RPG tab targeting kind of system. I think you use the right stick, you push it in to target like that. Oh no, that's how you crouch. So what is the... Alright, reinforce structural integrity field. One. Thank goodness that actually is a Bridge officer ability. Reinforced structural integrity field. And it does not take this long to do that ability.
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Klingons could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Go see to the bridge. We will secure this area.
Okay, so I have to go up. Oh, oh well. What? Who's shooting me? Oh, there he is. Okay. Well. Browse key.
Incoming transmission from the Klingons.
This is Captain Kadek of the IKS Chart. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains cloaked. You have no hope of finding us or defeating us. Your choice is simple. Surrender, or we will kill your captain and then destroy your ship.
No.
Perhaps your captain will change your mind.
Captain?
Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1. You are now the captain of the ship. Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire!
Make me proud.
Okay.
We have target lock, Captain.
And do it. Fire. That takes 20 minutes for a torpedo to go.
Direct hit! Casualties on all decks! Shields! Shields! Fire all weapons! Weapons and shields are offline! Cloak and begin repairs!
We've lost their signal. What now?
Speak to Flores.
We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen, and he gave the order anyway. Ultimate sacrifice. One that we all might be called to make someday. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive. And remember him.
And here we are.
ship in space and accompany you on away missions on the ground.
Okay, so Lisa Flores is now my officer, and she's a tactical officer. She gave us the ability for, I forget what it's called, but it does a bigger boom with the torpedoes.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
Okay, so send out a distress call.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
Keep trying. Alyssa, what's the status of that Klingon ship?
She's still cloaked, but I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Zarva, damage report.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
What about the break-even? Hail them, Tyrell.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
SS break-even, this is the Starfleet vessel USS Chester. What is your status?
Well, this is awkward. You're angry. I can see that. Understandable. Before this gets too carried away, hear me out. I had to send that distress signal. My options were limited while a Klingon was pointing a disruptor at my head. The Klingons were thorough. They even damaged my warp drive to make things look convincing. I'll never make it to safety on impulse. Don't suppose you could lend me a hand here? I'd rather not be around if the Klingons come back.
Yes, I'll see what I can do.
Press up to increase your ship speed. Press down to decrease your ship speed. Use the left stick to pitch downward or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting.
Looks like she just needs 3 or 4 warp induction coils. We have plenty of those to spare.
Position yourself near the ship and press A to interact with it.
Okay.
Well, looks like we're on our own. At least they said thank you, I guess. About that cloaked ship full of Klingons?
Zara, do you have that damage report?
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
You have replacements.
Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but I think the Klingons specifically sabotaged them when they boarded us. It's an easy way to cripple a ship. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to warp.
Any ideas, Alyssa?
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here. There's wreckage all over this region. I can scan the derelicts and see if any of them have intact plasma injectors.
Okay. Scan for parts.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
All right.
Press the right trigger to fire energy weapons. Ship, an item has dropped for you. Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
Digging through scraps we left behind.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
Yep. So I think as we develop, we're going to stick with a cruiser type ship. Which have a strong hull, decent shields, and but they don't turn very well at all. So we're going to go with beam banks for our weapons mostly.
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. converter and...
Stay focused and work fast. There's still a Klingon out there who wants to kill us.
You have your problems, I have mine. I'll need some time to get everything installed and run a level 1 diagnostic. We don't want to blow up the moment we hit warp 1.
That was cute, little laugh there. Alright, at least give me a status report.
Zarva's dealing with the warp corp, but until she's done, we're still stranded out here with no way to call for help. Oh, don't forget the cloaked Klingon battlecruiser. It's probably making repairs faster than we are.
Any chance we can determine what's jamming communications in the system?
Of course we can. We're the class of 2409. Tivrel has been working with the engineers, and they've pinpointed the locations of several Klingon signal jammers. That's what blocked our communications during the ambush. I recommend that we destroy the jamming satellites. We'll be able to get a call out to Starfleet then.
Sounds good.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your phaser banks to weaken shielded targets.
Alright, but I am going to go into here.
Use your torpedoes on
And I'm going to go to audio. And I'm going to go to music volume. And I'm going to turn that down almost to nothing. Much better. Okay. Torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down. So these are shielded jamming. They're jamming satellites, and they are shielded. So we shall use that.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Cool.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites left.
I haven't forgotten about you. Think your ship can take a couple more hits?
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
Yes.
That Klingon ship took some real damage. I'll bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them.
Do it. We need to find him before he ambushes us again.
Understood. I'd rather not die to Klingons on my first day. Got it. I can trace the plasma signature right to the source.
But that would be your last day. Anyway, whatever.
I'll send the source of the plasma signature to navigation. It will show up on the map.
Okay.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
I can make your death swift.
Hold up on the D-pad to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Our full impulse is quite slow. This ship. This ship is not the fastest one.
Multiple birds of prey decloaking.
Ship is under attack.
Catch me. Go ahead and try.
Press B to activate high-yield torpedo.
I yield torpedo. That's it.
High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Right. Our levels are dropping off everything except engines and
Zarva needs more time to get the plasma injectors installed. Try not to break anything else.
Transmissions.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation territory, even for Klingons.
Captain
Where's
Nog.
Captain Taggart?
He was captured and taken to the Klingon ship. They killed him after he ordered us to fire on his position.
And did you follow his orders?
Yes, sir.
I see. And you're the acting captain?
Yes, sir.
Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for Earth space dock. We'll get you back in one piece.
What about the Klingon who killed Captain Taggart, sir? Kadik is still out there.
Believe me, Cadet. If he comes back looking for a fight, he'll get one. In the meantime, set a course for our position. Chimera out.
Yes, sir. Of course, it's behind us. Cruiser turning speed. Is not something to brag about. Uh-oh. Now I have to look out. Oh, we're kicking your ass, so...
My house will avenge me!
We'll escort you back to Earth space dock, but I need to inform the USS Kittimer that... Wait, hold on. My comms officer informs me that we're unable to contact the Kittimer. Not good. I'm going to the coordinates to see if they need help, and I want you to accompany me. Consider this a field promotion, Cadet.
Oh. So we get hovering impulsions and phaser split beam rifle for the ground, and Zarva. So Zarva is now our official officer, engineer. So now we have emergency power to shields. Okay, go to Pollux system.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead, and the Renown is beside us. Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out why they've not responded to our hails.
Very good. Set a course for the Kittimer. And never mind, I'll do it. Let's cut through this static. Boost the signal.
Yes, sir. I will require approximately 15 seconds to make the necessary adjustments.
Understood.
Ah, Captain Volon. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here?
We weren't able to contact you earlier. We were escorting these cadets back to Earth space dock after they were ambushed by Klingons. Under the circumstances, I thought it wise to investigate your situation here.
I'm relieved to see both of you. The anomalies must be interfering with our communications. Where is Captain Taggart?
The cadets were ambushed by Klingons. Captain Taggart was killed in the attack, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Chimera was escorting them back to Earth space dock, but when we couldn't contact you, I decided to alter course and investigate. What's the situation here, Captain Nim?
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system, and if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the anomalies. With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate a course of action. The Renown has the largest science team, so I recommend we send our data there for analysis. Any questions?
No questions, sir. I am confident that my crew is up to the task.
You're quite confident for a cadet. You remind me a bit of myself when I was an ensign. Of course, I wasn't commanding a ship back then. Let's see how you perform before you start claiming that chair full-time.
Understood. Yeah, I'll be an admiral before you know it.
Press right on the D-pad to set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, auxiliary, or speed.
Oh, okay. Auxiliary. Weapons. So we're going to leave it on weapons most of the time. There's no setting for even, what do you call it? On PC you can set it to balanced. There's no option for that. There's weapons, shields, engines, and auxiliary. On PC, you can also make your own setting and adjust things however you want, which is nice. But the console version...
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
The console version does have some benefits. I don't remember how to take advantage of them, though. Stop. I want to take this, go here. Bridge officers. The ship. Stations. Maybe it's in here. So we can say, like, for this one, change ability. No, I don't want to change. Ship loadouts. Now, one of the reasons I like the console is because there's a way to say when my shield gets down to 50%, then do emergency power to shields. Without having to tell them at the moment when to do it. I don't remember how to do that, though. Okay, hold Y? Yeah. So you do that, and then set quick power or toggle auto execute. So, 'Right' button, 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 toggle auto execute. So, ' And so now power auto executes when any of your shields are less than or equal to 50% strength. Now you hit it again. Power auto executes when your average shield strength is less than or equal to 75%. So we're going to do that. So when my shields get down to 75%, he'll do that ability. Boom. I don't even have to think about that ability anymore. Unless there's some reason I want to do it sooner. That should be on PC also. It is amazing to be able to do that. Just because it's just one less thing. I mean, it's like something you would do for real life. You would have an officer on your bridge. You wouldn't have to tell him every minutia of what he needs to do. You would just tell him, hey, make sure you do that when our shields get below 75%.
I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading.
We saw the same issue. How can we improve our findings?
My chief science officer, Commander Davis, suggests that performing a reverse tachyon pulse wave scan will solve our sensor issue. Perform your final scans and then report back.
Understood. So, here.
Deflector dish is realigned for reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir. Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The board!
No.
Use full impulse to reach her quickly.
Okay. As soon as I can, I will.
Button to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
EMH, give me a situation report.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous.
Can you hold out on your own? We have problems of our own to deal with.
I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
Captain Nog, someone must have activated the EMH from the bridge.
If the bridge was attacked in the Borg attack, Captain Yim might have activated the EMH to alert us. The Borg haven't been seen in this quadrant in decades. This isn't a coincidence. We need more information. Collect data from all of the probes.
What do you need us to do?
All send teams to aid the Kittimer. I want you to finish the scans. We need to know the extent of the Borg presence here. And Cadet, if you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. The Borg can rattle veteran Starfleet officers, and you've already gone up against the Klingons today.
Whereas, what is our status?
We're scared. We all studied Admiral Janeway's Borg tactics, but no one thought we'd have to use them so soon. It's good that the Renown and Kittimer are here, but I know we need to be ready for the day when we're alone against the Collective. The counselors are already working with the crew. Do you want them to convey a message from you?
Other than we're Starfleet officers, we don't have the time to be afraid of the Borg.
Understood. I'll give the crew your message. How are you holding up, Captain?
I'm fine, Elisa. Thank you for asking. Is Elisa or Lisa? I don't know. Thank you for asking.
I've linked the iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Over here. Almost there. Don't need the high speed. And
Send us the data so we can begin our analysis. We have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now.
what is the status of the Kittimer?
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
Agreed. Can you help the Chimera analyze the data we've accumulated in the system?
I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
Let's see what we can determine.
Borg transwarp signatures detected. This is it. Get ready for combat.
They're firing. I need help.
Okay. They're just probes.
Nothing's here.
Should be fine. Okay.
You are Starfleet officers. You're prepared for this.
Okay.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force.
Yeah.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
The Borg are leaving, most likely for a more strategic target. Concentrate fire on the remaining sphere. Now! We can do this!
Direct hit.
Like there's a kitty to pick up.
Here's how I see it. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. Their most likely target is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg take it by surprise, they'll have a large population to turn into drones.
What is our next course of action?
I want you to go to the Vega colony and warn them about the Borg.
What about you?
The Chimera is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Khitomer here. We'll do what we can to delay the Borg, but it's going to be up to you to warn the Vega colonists.
Understood. We'll set course for Vega.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain.
I have to AFK for a minute. My Walmart delivery is here. Shall return shortly. Okay, we're back. Had to get stuff from the freezer. Didn't want to let it thaw out or whatever. Alright, so leave the Pollock system. Okay. There we go. Okay, so hold A gives us captain commands.
We have to
say
make
that.
our way to Vega as soon as we can, Cap.
Alright, do it. And looks like they've got their time cut out for them. I'm still ticking away here. Hail log to report. Oh, hold A. Okay.
You need to warn the Vega colony about the Borg. We'll do what we can to hold off the Borg here and repair the Kittimer. Good luck.
And repair yourself. Sure. You're gonna get blasted. Alright, continue.
Congratulations,
You are
Lieutenant.
now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
Alright, now we got Tyrell as our science officer. And also, we got some new gear. So we go to ship and crew. Ship. 4 weapons. We got Laser Beam Array Mark 1, which does a little bit more DPS. Like 50. Like 25% more. Huh? It's not bad. And I think we got a new torpedo. And I don't think we have a new. No. But we did get new shield. No. New deflector. Yes. Okay. Engines. No. That's it. Just a deflector. Let's see now. I am Surratt. Gun. Laser split beam rifle. The DPS is not as good as my Phaser beam pistol standard issue. So yeah. Neither is this for that matter. Alright, let's go ahead and put that. I don't think we got any other stuff yet. Shield. No. No. Alright, so she's the tactical. Make sure she's got good gun. That's it. Go to the Vega system. Travel. So we are traveling. Oh, I'm trying to hit M, but that's on the PC. So we hit the little button there. Shows our map. We're actually almost there. I'm trying to hit M, that's funny. This is actually working quite well. I never tried like well, I think I tried it once just to check it out, but I didn't actually play. A Simulation of the Innocent. Like streaming the controller and
We
everything.
arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain?
The idea is that your console can be in another room. So, like, let's say you have your console hooked up to your TV in the living room, and then you get guests coming over visiting with your wife, let's say, right? Then you can go in the other room to your office or whatever, or your game room or whatever, and go in there and go on your PC and connect to your Xbox and then play from there. Pretty cool. I think PlayStation actually does a similar thing. Xbox now has a thing where you can use your handheld, so like you use a phone or a tablet, and stream that way. Although, I gotta say, any games that are going to require Twitch speed, like an FPS, might not be as good because you're going to be a little bit delayed. A game like this would be fine.
Tivrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting her through now.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today?
The Borg are on their way to this system. You need to start evacuating and going somewhere. I don't know where.
Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg? What about them?
They're on their way, and you need to get ready somehow, preferably by evacuating. Comms? What happened?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area. Even our hails to the civilian ships are not getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony.
Set a course for the satellite. Yeah, which is straight ahead of us. Yep. 18 kilometers away, we need to get to like 7, I do believe. That's usually the case.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
Zarva, can we get transporter locks on the colonists?
Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Hurry, I think the Borg will be here any
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain.
minute.
The Borg are here.
Second. Moment. Alright.
Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Okay, so we're just going over to this guy. In a second now.
Captain, I have short-range communications.
Mm-hmm.
Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
We're the only Starfleet vessel in the system. We'll rescue as many colonists as we can.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
We'll send a message to the Borg ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
All civilian ships have safely warped up the system, Captain. Captain, the Borg have landed, and the colony won't be able to hold them off for long. I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
Indeed. Let's go. Go. So we got an engineer and a...
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters.
Understood. We will manually tag any survivors we find for transport. Any questions?
No, sir. I'll follow your lead.
Let's get moving. Go this way. Plants. Not exactly Earth-like, but not too foreign either.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
Didn't I tag them, like, as a group? Okay, that's just annoying. So the UI difference here we get from PC. I have bars for my hit points and shields, but for Zarva and Elite Flores, we have circles. That's different from PC. How do we jump? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, hi guys. Starfleet. Woohoo!
Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
Okay. Armor. I want... I'll take all. Yeah. Activate console to open colony gate. Okay, but first, before we do that, we are going to... Okay, maybe not. Do that here. So I want one of the body armors. Kinetic and energy, they're both the same. Okay. Now, you used to be able to have the option to, like on here, the visibility, you can hide the visuals for the weapon. You used to be able to do that with armor, and you would change your appearance, but they don't have that anymore. Interesting. Let's give Juarez the other one. Oops, no. There. We have shields already. And they only gave us one. Because they only expected us to have one officer, I guess. The game.
Oh no, we're too late.
Okay. All right.
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of the Renown or the Kittimer, sir.
I apologize for Koles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements?
We're the only ones here. The Chester is in orbit.
I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg.
We can rescue that, but something is blocking our transporters.
I know. Koles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
That can't be everyone.
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Koles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65. I think you need it more.
You have my things. I'll retrieve the equipment and then set up the pattern enhancer. Okay. So... and this is pretty much the same as it was like years ago. But, slightly different.
Received a kit appropriate to your profession. Press the menu button and open your inventory under the ship and crew heading. Select the kit in your inventory to equip it. With a kit equipped, you will have new abilities that you can perform in ground combat.
Okay. Captain is me. And I don't think we have a kit frame, though. No. Just a kit ability. Chronoton Mind Barrier. Okay. So now
You now have additional abilities in ground combat.
Oh, I see. Okay. So put that there. Oh, wait. How do I make a set quick power left button? Okay. And for X, I want to... oh, really? I wanted to put the heal thing in the X button, but they will not let me. Alright, so set up pattern enhancer.
We have lowered shields for the transporter, sir. I will need to raise them at the first sign of Borg ships.
Pattern enhancers are working. And not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way.
I need you to signal the citizens to come here for transport.
I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
As long as we need to. Give the signal. Yeah, until they get too powerful, then we can't anymore. But, yeah.
Remember when we thought fighting a crazed Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today?
Concentrate fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Shields are back up, sir, but more Borg vessels are warping to our location. We have detected a type of generator near your position. There is a 94.6% chance it is the device affecting our transporters. If you can destroy it, we will transport as many people from the area as we are able.
Tyrell, aren't you a Klingon? I mean, hey, Vulcan, sorry. Aren't you a Vulcan? Why are you showing human emotional expressions on your face? Hang in there, Tyrell. We'll be there soon, Mayor. Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
I'm not finished yet. Coles, you're with me.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the Borg take it without a fight.
Alright, let's get moving.
Coles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated.
I know the drill. Just never expected any Borg here, you know?
Alright. Activate console. Oh, here. Didn't see the flashy gold. Well, they died too easy.
I knew that one. We played poker last night.
We need to disable that force field.
Hmm.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to deactivate him.
We need to disable that force field.
Okay. Disable the force field.
The Borg are so, what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
Yes, well, evil seeks to control, and they are evil then.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The ship is transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time.
All right, let's go.
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed, so we can't reach the Renown or the Kittimer. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
Can we reconfigure the satellites in the system to send an automated warning?
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Sounds like a solid plan. Helm lay a course for the first satellite. Not exactly away from the planet, like she said, but just under 7 kilometers.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
No. All right, so turn and get 2 beams going at the same time on them. Boom, there we go. There we go. They're gonna be that one.
Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to Zora's powers.
No. We will adapt to killing you.
Ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Let's hope they're friend. Keep doing our job here.
Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. All life forms will be assimilated.
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
Hey! Starfleet.
Great work! Now, let's finish!
Alright, let's get it farther away. Two kilometers is not sufficient for that. Anyway.
We held off what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest ships. Others will be arriving as soon as they can.
Glad to see you. There's no way we could have defeated a cube by ourselves.
You've been doing a great job so far. Reconfiguring the satellites into warning beacons was excellent thinking, by the way. We received the signal as soon as we arrived in the system. That's going to save a lot of lives.
Are we going to attempt to retake Vega?
It's an option for sure. Right now, I need you to protect the civilians you have on board and ensure the safety of your crew. The Kittimer will return to Earth Space Dock with you. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Quinn. He'll have more information for you.
Yes, sir.
You and your crew have done well. Colas would make a fine addition to your senior staff.
Indeed.
Congratulations,
Captain
Lieutenant.
Volok told us to get...
Oh. No. I'm saying okay to having colas on the crew. And here is Earth Space Dock. Earth Space Station, whatever you call it. I think it's called Earth Space Dock. That's what I was sitting okay for, but I ended up going here. Alright, meet Admiral Quinn. Oh, it's telling us where to go. So if you make a character and do not do the tutorial, this is where you start. But to do the Delta Recruit thing, you have to do the tutorial. So here. Okay, there's Admiral Quinn. Hello. Greetings, Lieutenant. I have new orders for you. Admiral Sir Surratt reporting.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
It's Lieutenant, sir.
Yes, I see that here in the report transmitted by Captain Nog. He granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Mask Taggart, correct? Acting First Officer?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
I've read the reports. Facing off against Klingon raiders and a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? Very unusual. In your own words, tell me what happened out there. That's quite the story.
Yes, sir, it's all true.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Captains Nog and Yim and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I am a Starfleet officer, sir. It's in the job description.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
Sir?
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor, those are harder to find. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
You won't forget to sir your orders.
You will be assigned to the Klingon front. But first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Dur's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
Okay, so we're not doing these other ones at the moment. Right, so we're going to shipyard. There, over there. So straight ahead. Go out here. Oh, we gotta go up this way. It's just straight down. There's another player. A Delta recruit, Olivia. Another one, Zero. There's another player. Zexo. Is it? No, Kezo. And there's another player, Foster. Alright, so I need to ships. I only have the one. Okay. Fireships? I don't think we can get a new one yet. Tier 1? Cruisers. Yeah, they're all, you gotta purchase with lithium or Zen. So, yeah, it's not time for a new ship yet. Customize ship. Change the style a little bit to the Centaur. Saratoga. Alright, Shikar. Advanced. Change the colors and stuff. Alright. That's it. Repair the ship. So that's what you do if you're doing other higher difficulty than normal. You will have to repair when your ship gets destroyed. You'll have to repair it. Do we have a mission? We actually did not get a... No. So we go here. And this is where we're at. We did our Welcome to Earth Space Dock completed. Diplomatic orders is available. Diplomatic orders. Play episode.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You were to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Alright. Go to Vulcan system. Do that by going Gunk, and then we do return to ship. Today's Monday, right? I guess Monday's my buddy doesn't pop into my stream. Usually he pops in, but I guess on Mondays he did yesterday, which was Sunday. Anyway, it's always nice to get a hello from him. Go to Vulcan system, so we gotta leave the system. Warp to sector. Clearance from our base. Our space dock.
My friends sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
Okay, so that is actually the voice actor for that is actually the actor who played Spock in the original series and in the movies. Pretty cool. Go to Vulcan system. If you go here and then select it, you can say travel. Transwarp or just auto navigate. We'll just auto navigate because we're right here. Vulcan and Earth are very close to each other. If you look on here, Sol system is up in the upper left there. Vulcan is right down here, which is why it's called the Vulcan sector. It's 2 o'clock, so I got at the most a half an hour. I'd rather the Vulcan system. Look, I took the liberty of contacting the ambassador's aide when we arrived. Tapella says that the ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when traveling. She would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the main view screen? Yep.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Welcome back. Okay, so now I guess we're completely done with all of this. I don't know why we get this page now. Yeah, it just gives you news about different parts of the game. House Reborn, Legendary List, Warbird, something you have to pay to win. Shit. Updates and earn 50% bonus marks, which is nice. Alright, board the shuttle. We're ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you're ready to make our final approach, let me know.
Starfleet Shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Captain and the Ambassador and his aide are waiting for you at the temple at the top of this rise. You can speak to them there and find out if the Ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Pajem. Okay. Top of that rise. Head to the Plateau of Contemplation. Meet with the Pella Soketh's aide. Welcome to Vulcan. It's good to be home. I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pajem is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Savin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pajem. This is most abnormal. Can this trick wait until Savin changes his mind? The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pajem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridan is complete, and that could take weeks. I wonder why Savin won't grant the ambassador permission. The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request. Let me speak to 7 then.
Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Don't you trust Ambassador Socketh?
I neither trust him nor distrust the ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the abbot, and has refused a mind meld with me. Normally I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
No, I seek knowledge of Socketh.
Socketh has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. Tapella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study, and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. Tapella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Socketh accuses me of abandoning logic, but he is the one refusing to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pajem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pajem, I feel more at peace than any place else in the galaxy. Pajem has been touched by outside influences in the past. The Federation is at war. Now more than any other time, we must protect this refuge. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Socketh to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me on your honor as a Vulcan and a Starfleet officer that you will protect Pajem from harm. Socketh says that his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust in Starfleet, even more so a Vulcan. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Indeed.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions? My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the abbot. He will not use subspace communications, so if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly. Do you have any questions?
I've spoken to 7. We can leave for Pajem now.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's something a little suspect about this guy. I've played this before, by the way. But I shall not disclose anything that we have not learned already.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
Return to the bridge. Okay. Depart. Go to the gem system. There. Diplomatic orders. Got like 25 minutes. 20 minutes maybe. I really hate rushing to work, so I definitely want to be done. And if I'm not, I'm going to leave anyway, and we'll just have to repeat something. When we next play. I haven't really gotten to see the big difference between PC and console. I think the UI is a little different, and I like it better on the console. On ships. Well.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels. Target their warp drive. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
Okay. Thank you for letting us hear that.
Today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Stovokor with the tale of that foul creature's death.
Shapeshifter?
Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming.
An Undine? Have you any proof?
Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
I'll take that into consideration.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies.
Sorry. Captain Sensor scans indicate the Klingon vessel's warp drive. Shields and weapon systems are all offline. I don't even think they have impulse power. Whatever you decide to do, they can't really do much about it. Alright. Science officer? What do you think? The Undine are a species that was first encountered by the crew of the USS Voyager. They cataloged them as Species 8472. As the Klingon commander indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the cultures of other species. Some Ambassador Soketh could be one. I am afraid that is a conclusion that we cannot rule out, Captain. I could conduct a test to determine if the ambassador is who he claims to be. Unfortunately, that would violate his ambassadorial immunity. No, it would not, because we are determining whether he is in fact the ambassador. It is okay to check the validity of that claim. Alright, engineering. The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. I'm afraid much of their technology still remains a mystery to us. One thing is certain, it is not to be underestimated. So why use a Starfleet vessel? That I can't say, Captain, but as the Undine are virtually unknown in the Beta Quadrant, my guess is that they are aiming to conceal their presence here. And the Klingons. What the Klingons are saying could be true, Captain. If the Undine are in the Beta Quadrant, it might be that the Klingons sniffed them out before us. In this case, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The Klingon vessel is awaiting your response, Captain. Alright, tactical. The Undine are physically superior to humans and consider anyone from our dimension to be an inferior life form. Their vessels are more than a match for the Borg. They represent a great threat to Starfleet. Where is Ambassador Soketh now? The ambassador is still in his quarters. I recommend sending a security detail to detain the ambassador until we are certain of his identity. Step precaution. The Klingon vessel is awaiting. Call the ambassador to the bridge and open a channel to the Klingon vessel. Let's settle this.
My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, but unnecessary.
Then the beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
I present Ambassador Soketh, the one you claim is an Undine.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Accused, meet your accuser.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof.
Want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Thus, a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status of the Klingon vessel. It's inoperable. Warp drive is still offline. Wait, I'm detecting an energy surge. They're engaging their cloaking device.
A true warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at Pajem.
Fire. I've lost them on sensors, Captain. They're gone. Scan the area. Captain, I'm detecting energy signatures on Pajem's surface. They're in the vicinity of the monastery. They appear to be transporter signals. Life signs indicate they are Klingon. I'm taking an away team down. Captain, shall I accompany you? No, it's too dangerous.
A wise precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will await word until the monastery is secured. And Captain, let not my journey here be for naught.
Away team to transporter room 1. Lost them on sensors, Captain. They're gone. Scan the area. Yeah.
A wise precaution.
That already. Okay. Everybody. We need to secure the area and then make our way toward the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert. And let us proceed. Sure. I'm not sure how. Yes, I understand. Go away. Hmm. Yep, I should go up the hill. Okay. Alright, clowns. Work is done. Sir, receiving an alert from Vulcan. Tapilla says she must speak to you immediately. I'll pass her through to your tricorder.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence.
Okay.
The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but... Sir, unauthorized use of the transporter is detected. The local government is requesting that the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Whoever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I would recommend we locate him immediately. Yeah. So.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
No. As I said earlier. Recommend we return to the Chester and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. Oh, they changed us a little bit, because you used to chase him down on the planet. Go down the hill, and he'd run down the hill, and you'd chase after him. And then he would convince Klingons that he was a Klingon. So on and so on. The Chester doesn't have the armaments to handle Undine attacks. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until the reinforcements get here, Captain, but if we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance.
Warning, ship is under attack. Four shields failing.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Why is it still attacking me? Shouldn't the Challenger be tanking by now? No. No, we're just gonna be destroyed. From what I understand, this game has pretty much a Trinity system. Yes, it's time for me to go. So if we end this quickly enough, I will be happy. They don't like the automatic chat thing because it stops you right when the ship's going to explode. And so you don't get a chance to get away. I don't have time to get all these. Alright, scan the debris. Message.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
Okay. Part system, that should end the mission. And we did.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Yep.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Alright, so we got some more stuff. I'll go over it when next I play. For now, see, we can go like this. Log out. And we're done. So, toodaloo.